What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate, reverse rants, no hate. So, I posted a caption, it was actually a tweet, stating that Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford has agreed to the terms, so now all the small details are being ironed out. Now, that's a fight that I'll believe it when I see it in terms of it's official. Just like Joshua and Fury isn't official just yet, so pretty much it's like just be on standby. We're listening. Now, Robert Garcia will not be in the corner of Anthony Joshua going forward in his fight with Tyson Fury. Now, I haven't heard any words from Robert Garcia, but I saw the tweet of him saying that he thinks that Anthony Joshua should wait. Um, but I'm pretty sure whatever he said, it was more than just what the tweet said. So let me say this. I pretty much felt like, listen, like I said, my whole stance on this was if he's ready and he feels confident, no, I can beat Fury. If he feels confident, then he won't go in there and hold back. He won't go in there and let Fury just steal rounds in this fight. Or, bottom line, he's going to go in there and we'll see that old AJ, because I believe he strongly feels that he can beat Fury. It's just somehow with, Usyk and him, losing his confidence, after the Ruiz fight. He just hasn't been that same guy. So maybe this fight can spark him to get that old AJ mindset back. We'll see. But overall, this is what I think, and I'll look to see what Robert Garcia said. If I feel something necessary to, make a video about, then I will, or maybe not. Depends. I believe, like what he said, he doesn't feel that AJ is really ready. The meltdown, the same things that Fury saw, that made Fury say, now is the time to fight AJ. You guys just don't seem to think that this was just, you think this was just a coincidence, that when Anthony Joshua was on top and was unified, and Fury could have easily fought him instead of fighting Wilder when he did. But regardless, now all of a sudden, after he gets 3 losses, now you decide to offer him a fight. He knows that there's still a lot of value in Anthony Joshua's name. He knows that. And like I said, he tried to catch him vulnerable. So the same thing Fury saw. Robert Garcia's in the game. He understands that shit as well. So pretty much, he doesn't want to be in Anthony Joshua's corner as the trainer, where Anthony Joshua loses again. Then it kind of falls on his shoulders too. Like, look, you was the trainer. Like, he doesn't seem to, improve in terms of being able to put everything together, that he can just adjust and adapt to any opponent. Now they've been together for a short time, and I just feel, bottom line, he doesn't feel confident in AJ. And I think that even saying he just thinks AJ should wait, is kind of like, for us to work together, like, in a short time, like one camp after another. Like, it'd be different if, okay, he lost his fight to Usyk, now we're back in camp again for Usyk. But now it is for a different style, where mentally he doesn't think AJ's ready. Like, this is what I'm feeling. Okay, so and he doesn't want to, like I said, have it taint him. Like, damn, you failed, because it's a team effort, right? You can't say I have a great team and you win, but then when you lose, you have to be the one there fighting, but still, win or lose, it's a team effort, right? Well, it's kind of ironic that the one guy that said Anthony Joshua's a broken fighter and was asked, can you fix that? You think that, no, you can't fix that. I don't think he can be fixed. No. Isn't it ironic that that's the guy that ended up training Anthony Joshua? And although you did see improvements in Anthony Joshua, it still wasn't enough. But I don't think he believes in Anthony Joshua, like he said. And I believe, hey man, it's a big payday. Let's give it a shot. Let's see. But to say that he can't be fixed, did you even have confidence in what you were teaching him? Because if you in your heart feel he can't be fixed, then that means you trained him, you took the job, you tried to help him, but you never felt confident the whole time, even when you said you did, you know. And I don't expect him to try to say too much about Anthony Joshua now, because let's say if they do work, if they had any plans on working in the future, in the future, then it's like working together. Then it'll be like, nah, after what you said. So when he said it the first time, his name wasn't even in the cards as being a trainer for Anthony Joshua. So pretty much that's what I believe that boils down to. I don't even feel like I have to watch the video, but just to know for sure, if there's anything other than what I said, if it's worth even doing, I'll use my own discretion on that. But I believe that's all that is. He doesn't want to be in the corner and be a part of Anthony Joshua losing because he's not ready. And mentally, I don't think people get it. Someone did something. I can remember dealing with a situation where I was tight for like 3 weeks, and I usually don't hold water. You understand what I mean? But this was a thing where I'm like, excuse that loud horn, y'all. But it just felt like it bothered me until I was able to get resolved. You understand what I'm saying? So that emotional drainage, because you're feeling like, oh man, things can happen. So that's where I tell people, you guys keep looking at, but Anthony Joshua just fought, so he's in fight shape. We're not talking about his physicality. We're talking about here. Here, it's different. Okay? When you hear someone say, I'm pulling out this fight due to mental health issues, it has nothing to do with their physicality, right? It's here. Mental. If you're not focused, I don't care how ripped and shredded you can come to that ring. In here, it has to be intact with everything else. So, because of the dislike that AJ and Fury both have for each other, is where Anthony Joshua just might be able to get fueled up for him to where he will go out there and perform on the level he needs to. And I believe that's pretty much with Robert Garcia. I actually, in a way, I agree with that with Robert Garcia, but I also respect Anthony Joshua's decision to say, fuck it, I want to fight. I just don't think it's wise. In fact, I know it's not wise if he's only doing it just to prove to people I'm not scared of Fury. I never felt he was afraid of any of those fighters. But because of the naysayers, you don't let people control and dictate what you do and how you do it. So that was my whole thing with that. But as far as, him waiting, well, fighting Fury wasn't even in the cards. This whole tour of China and him fighting, December and then again in March, that had nothing to do with Fury. And like Eddie Hearn said, this offer out of nowhere just came out of nowhere. So yes, this was definitely, let me cherry pick him. I don't think mentally he's ready. He said it already a dozen times before and after the loss. So now it's like, we got him where we want him. Let me go in here and let me pick him apart. I'm going to smash him way worse than Usyk did. I'm a lot bigger, a lot stronger than Usyk. I'll probably knock him out. And if I don't, I'll beat him so bad the ref will probably stop it. But bottom line, I want to outperform Usyk, because I want to go into the Usyk fight, not just the A side, but like the triple A side. Okay? And everything is on my favor. Everything. Now, let's just say if something like Fury just decided he wanted to retire after that, he'd have the majority of people saying it didn't matter. Fury would have beat Usyk anyway. Fury was just too big. He was just this. That's bottom line. Everything's on his side. Fury is trying to be that guy. So I understood what Fury was doing. So, like I said, all of it's irrelevant now. Anthony Joshua accepted it, so his ass better be ready. Simple as that. But yeah, I mean, that's what I believe it is with Robert Garcia in that regard. He just doesn't feel that he's ready. Simple. And he doesn't want to be a part of it, because you gotta understand, him being a trainer, he probably feels more than likely there's nothing I can do that's going to help or change Anthony Joshua if Anthony Joshua doesn't perform. He has to do the things that I'm teaching him. And I don't think he was impressed with Anthony Joshua's performance against Usyk either. Because if he was, that means he could see the potential. No, he just barely, he can beat Fury. And I believe that all basically he just doesn't feel that AJ's ready. He doesn't feel like AJ will be able to produce the way he's supposed to, and he just don't want to be, a failure. I worked with this guy in 2 attempts. We failed to get the win. So that's what I see that as. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hate out of people, and I will catch y'all on the next video.